So the crowd buzzing here at Christ the King, one of the bastions of high school basketball here in New York. There is Jerry Rice and Teresa Witherspoon. Jerry Rice, the greatest receiver in history, and Witherspoon, maybe one of the greatest basketball players in history. And now we're set for Carmelo Anthony.
Going to Syracuse.
From Oak Hill Academy. And he jams the first one in there. Now, right now, the score to beat, Stoudemire has 234, Adams 233, McCants 209. So he needs to get above 192, Tim, to make the final. 4 advance, he's got to beat out Michael Thompson.
And he's off to a good start. If he does something solid here, he will advance.
142 in his first 2. He needs 50. Can't afford to miss. He needs all ace. A conservative dunk will do it. He might as well just jam it in. Go up there and two-handed in. Don't take any. Oh my God! Off the backboard, and he rams it through. A lot of these kids have so much creativity. You can't stifle it. You can't tell them to go up and do a Tim McCormick barely off your toes dunk.
This is the preliminary round. As I mentioned, the best dunkers are saving their special stuff for the finals.
Anthony is in the final. Stoudemire, Adams, and McCants go with him. We'll be back after this. Kaboom! Welcome back to the Sprite Slam Jam at Christ the King High School here in Middle Village, New York. The 48 top players in the country. Tonight at 10 Eastern, a reminder, ESPN brings you the premiere of More Sports, presented by Bud Light. Comedian Jay Moore will offer his unique and humorous insights on the world of sports in front of a live studio audience. More Sports will clearly focus on sports with interviews with athletes, but will also feature some musical numbers and entertainment personalities commenting on sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com. In the midst of the slam dunk competition, 4 have made it to our final. Amare Stoudemire, Hassan Adams, Carmelo Anthony, and Rashad McCants. Adams had 2 perfect 80s. Stoudemire had 1.
Great thing about this, I can't figure out who the favorite is. They were all solid.
Don't forget, Thursday night on ESPN, 8 p.m. Eastern, the McDonald's All-America game featuring all these great players. You can see the stars of tomorrow. Once again, if you're in the New York area, don't forget, you can still get tickets to see this great event. Madison Square Garden.
As you look at McCants and his athleticism, talking to he and his backcourt buddy going to North Carolina, Ray Felton, both of them talked about how this is such a huge goal for them, playing the McDonald's game, being involved in the Sprite Slam Jam. Felton actually said that he set the goal to play in this game, to be involved in this week, back in 4th grade.
Now, I don't think this is going, that first one counted as an attempt. It was just a flyby. And McCants gets mostly 8s. Walt Frazier liked it. Frazier gives him a 9. I don't think I ever saw Walt Frazier dunk a basketball in a game. He was silky smooth. And McCants misses number 2.
Now, I think that we actually saw better field goal percentage from some of these guys in the 3-point contest than we have in the dunk contest.
McCants got 65 on his first, and he rams that one home.
He's got 1 more, I believe.
All 9s. Nicely done. That was good work by McCants.
Yeah. And Rashad, if you've got something special, you may want to bring it out right now.
He's got 136. 1 more dunk attempt. He's got to make this one to have a chance. McCants. North Carolina Tar Heel. Oh, yeah. Taking his time, measuring. Smart kid, going to be a Tar Heel. He learned something there. Changed his mind, though, it looks like. And he goes for the mini windmill. I think maybe I would have stayed with that earlier.
Okay.
Dunk.
Yeah. At that point, you have to do something to wow the judges.
That didn't wow him. That was a bow wow. They get 8s and 9s. on that score. Let's see what he comes in with. 205 for Rashad McCants. So he's a little bit below his preliminary total of 210. Now McCants, we're starting in reverse order. And next up will be Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo has great experience in dunk contests. Said his favorite dunker is Vince Carter.
Who's your favorite dunker?
I like Dominique Wilkins. Dominique was awesome. But Carmelo said he does his homework. He watches SportsCenter every night to follow what Kobe and Vince and his favorite dunkers are doing at the next level.
That's a pretty good start. Thunder through. It's 9s and 8s. So apparently the judges are really looking for creativity, something that they haven't seen before.
Well, one thing to consider, Carmelo said that if it comes right down to the end, he may bring a little kid out of the stands and jump over him.
Not sure if you're allowed to use props this year, as Anthony misses dunk number 2. Would a kid be considered a prop?
His parents don't think so. You know, and watching that last dunk, Carmelo better pick a very small kid.
Off the glass, nicely done. But the crowd not buzzing. The crowd's seen that before, and he gets 8s and 9s. So Carmelo, if he's going to pick out the kid, he'd be better look for him right now. Go get a little fella. This was nice. 70 for the first dunk, 69 for the second dunk. He's got 139 after 2. This is a tough crowd.
Where do you think you are? A lot of these people grew up on Connie Hawkins and jumping Jackie Jackson, the Julius Erving era.
That got a little bit of a buzz. And the judges, they're still not convinced. Mostly 9s.
I like that one. That was pretty good.
9s ahoy.
But you notice the difference. Remember when Julius did it?
Yeah.
He left at the foul line. That was a good 1.5 feet inside the charity stripe. That was nice.
So 209 for Carmelo Anthony. So McCants with 210. Anthony with 209. We're coming back. More Sprite Slam Jamming right after this. Sprite Slam Jam. He's our next dunker. Get ready. Don't forget last year's Slam Jam. It came to you from Broughton High School in Raleigh, North Carolina, and introduced the basketball world to a couple of Gators, David Lee and James White, now playing for Billy Donovan. Head and shoulders above the competition. In the final, James White had some pure power. He was very, very impressive. Thundering through a couple. But he came up a couple of points short because Lee's willingness to bear it all. And Lee was the Sprite Slam Jam champion.
I don't think I've ever seen a guy undress on his dunk before.
Well, we might see some things from Hassan Adams. He has been boogieing all through the timeout, all through the commercial break.
I'm afraid the guy's going to pull a muscle.
Hassan Adams, out of Westchester High School. He's headed to Arizona to play for Lute Olson. He was spectacular in the preliminary round. What can he do here?
Not short on confidence. Today at Shoot-Around Practice, I asked Hassan point blank, who's the favorite in this thing? And he looked at me and smiled and said, me.
Adams rams the first one through. 9s. 9s and an 8. A total of 71 for Hassan Adams. So dunk number 2. I tell you, Adams is the best dancing dunker I've ever seen.
Wonder if he can incorporate something into his dunk.
Oh, he missed number 2. So that's going to put some pressure on him now. He's got 2 more dunk attempts. He's got to make them both to have a chance at the championship.
Yeah, he has a nice arsenal of dunks, but what we've seen, he's missed a couple of his easier attempts.
That was easy?
Not for him.
Hassan Adams is only 6'4", folks. He jumps like a young Chris Marlowe, though. You like the way he can sky around the basket.
Uh-oh, this is dangerous.
That's a trouble one. He's going for it. Oh, that would have been the most spectacular dunk. And instead, that is going to knock him out of the final competition. I wonder if he realizes that. The most he can get is an 80 and a 151, so he's history. He rams one through, and he is upset.
All right, now the big man.
So you have to give him an E for effort. He got a beauty there, but he is going to finish with 146 points. They give you one redo. Redo part 2. Hassan Adams. So now the consensus favorite is walking out. His name is Amare Stoudemire, and he's not related to any of the other little Stoudemires running around the country.
Yeah, Damon Stoudemire from the Portland Trail Blazers, Salim Stoudemire from the Arizona Wildcats, who are cousins. They're too small to be in his family.
Once again, when you asked him about his college choice or his decision to go to the NBA, what did he tell you?
He's planning on going to undecided. I think he's going to the NBA myself.
He gets 9s. Oh, there's a 10. Jason Collins gives him a 10. The kid from Stanford liked this one. I'll tell you what, that's pretty good.
You know, that's a lot like we saw in the dunk contest from Tracy McGrady.
73 points for Amare Stoudemire.
The first guy to do that. Remember J.R. Ryder?
Yeah.
About 7-8 years ago.
So Stoudemire, his total to beat is 209. Oh, he clanks one. And now
that's his first miss.
Another miss. And Carmelo Anthony would be our champion. So pressure on Amare Stoudemire now. Got to ream one home. And he does the windmill. Let's see where that puts him. He gets 9s, 1-8.
Well, now's the time. Amare Stoudemire is long and strong, and he needs the best in his arsenal to finish this off.
So Amare Stoudemire, with that second dunk, he gets 144 points. He needs 65 to win it here.
That shouldn't be hard.
Well, 8 times 8 is how many? 64. So he's got to get 8s plus. And he can't miss. And he's going way back. He's taking a chance.
Very risky.
65 to tie officially. And where's he going? He's going into the crowd.
The doctor.
There he goes for the win. He can't miss it. Ah, he misses.
That was a poor decision on Amare Stoudemire.
So Carmelo Anthony is going to be our champion here at the Sprite Slam Jam. An entertaining performance from Amare Stoudemire, but it wasn't enough. He missed 2. And he did not get the necessary 65 points. Carmelo Anthony is our champion. He is a slam dunker. We'll be back.